In Supai, Arizona, people didn't lock their doors. They waved from porches. They knew whose car belonged where. And when something felt off, the whole town felt it at once. That's why everyone noticed when Dr. Andrew Keller didn't open his clinic. By mid-morning, his waiting room lights were still off. By lunchtime, his phone went straight to voicemail. By evening, a deputy's cruiser sat idling on County Road 6 beside Keller's car. It was parked crooked, like someone had stopped in a hurry. The engine was cold. The driver's door stood open. His phone lay on the passenger seat. In Briar Hollow, Dr. Keller wasn't just a doctor. He was the man who showed up in the middle of the night. The one who remembered your kids' birthdays. The one who stayed late so no one had to drive an hour to the city. So when he vanished, the question wasn't where did he go. It was who took him. The first theory was kidnapping. The road was empty. Cornfields stretched for miles. There were scuff marks in the gravel and a cracked side mirror. It looked like a struggle. Search parties formed overnight. Neighbors walked fields with flashlights, calling his name. His wife, Laura, waited at home, answering the door every time headlights passed. She told detectives the same thing over and over. Andy wouldn't leave like this. And at first, the evidence agreed with her. But then the small things started to surface. Bank records showed cash withdrawals spread out deliberate. Not panic money, but secrecy money. Detectives found a prepaid phone tucked into his clinic desk. Then a woman from 2 towns over came forward. She said she'd been seeing him for months. The town struggled with that. People tried to reconcile the man who healed them with the man who lied to them. Some defended him. Others felt betrayed. Still, running didn't make sense. His passport was untouched. His medical license remained behind. His father's watch, never removed, sat at home. If Dr. Keller planned to disappear, he'd left behind everything he'd need to survive. Detectives shifted their focus to the clinic. Patient files revealed subtle inconsistencies. Notes rewritten, prescriptions adjusted after visits. At first, it pointed back to Keller himself. A doctor stretched too thin, too tired, maybe self-medicating just to keep going. Then handwriting analysis changed everything. The edits weren't his. They belonged to Martha Bell. Martha had worked beside Keller for 19 years. She scheduled appointments, managed records, answered emergency calls. In Briar Hollow, Martha was part of the clinic the way the walls were. She was the first to notice Keller hadn't shown up. The first to unlock the doors for police, and the last person anyone suspected. When detectives confronted her, she didn't deny it. She said Keller was unraveling, that the pills started after an injury, that the drinking came later. She said she fixed the files to protect him, not for money, not for recognition, because she believed the town needed him. Then she told them about the call. The night Dr. Keller disappeared, he called Martha in panic. He believed a patient complication would come back to him. An investigation, a lawsuit, the end of his career. He wanted to confess, to step down, to tell Laura everything. Martha met him on County Road 6. They argued in the dark. She begged him not to destroy himself. He told her he couldn't keep lying, not to his wife, not to the town. When he turned away, she grabbed his arm. He lost his footing. His head struck the open car door. For a moment, she thought he'd get up. He didn't. Martha said she stayed there a long time, talking, apologizing, waiting for him to breathe. Fear eventually won. 3 weeks later, Dr. Andrew Keller was found in a shallow ravine less than a mile from where his car had been abandoned, hidden by brush and early frost. Martha Bell pleaded guilty to manslaughter and evidence tampering. The clinic closed. Laura Keller moved away quietly, leaving behind a house full of memories she couldn't stay with. And Briar Hollow was left with questions that never fully settled. Not just about how Dr. Keller died, but about how someone so trusted could be so alone. Because the most unsettling part of this story isn't the crime itself. It's how easy it is to miss the signs, even in a town where everyone knows your name.